I believe, and I learned very young.
From parents?
From my parents, absolutely.
Yeah.
That you don't try to build a wall. You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm gonna build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm gonna lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. There will not be one brick on the face of the earth that's gonna be laid better than this brick that I'm gonna lay in this next 10 minutes. Yeah. And you do that every single day.
And soon you have a wall.
And soon you have a wall.
You're going to have to be a rebel. You're going to have to, in this life, and at the rate at which we are evolving as a race of human beings, the rapid expansion of our consciousness, our technology, the world around is just, it's a beehive of activity. The only way that you're going to contribute to the growth, wherever we're going, and I don't have any grand kingdom ideas about what humankind is doing, but we're going somewhere, right? And you can either contribute to helping it go in a particular way that you like, plant trees because I like trees, or you can be a slave to it and just let it take you wherever it's going and you're just kind of collateral damage. Well, there you are, you paid your taxes while you were dead, while you're here, now you're dead, who cares?
No matter how many times people tell you, if you want a great career, you have to pursue your passion, you have to pursue your dreams, you have to pursue the greatest fascination in your life. You hear it again and again, and then you decide not to do it. It doesn't matter how many times you download Stephen Jay's Stanford commencement address, you still look at it and decide not to do it. I'm not quite sure why you decide not to do it. You're too lazy to do it, it's too hard, you're afraid if you look for your passion and don't find it, you'll feel like you're an idiot. So then you make excuses about why you're not going to look for your passion.
There's a certain delusional quality that all successful people have to have. You have to believe that something different than what has happened for the last 50 million years of history. You have to believe that something different can happen.
But this is an attitude that I want everyone to adopt. Realize that if there is a flowering, there's a happening inside you, and it looks completely contradictory to everything else that you've been taught and everything else that everyone else is doing, you sort of have a responsibility to do it.
Do you really think it's appropriate that you should actually take children and use them as a shield? You know what will happen someday, you ideal parent, you. The kid will come to you someday and say, I know what I want to be. I know what I'm going to do with my life. You were so happy. It's the conversation a parent wants to hear because your kid's good at math and you know you're going to like what comes next. Says your kid, I have decided I want to be a magician. I want to perform magic tricks on the stage. And what do you say? You say, that's risky, kid. Might fail, kid. Don't make a lot of money at that, kid. You know, I don't know, kid. You should think about that again, kid. You're so good at math, why don't you? And that kid interrupts you and says, but it is my dream. It is my dream to do this. And what are you going to say? You know what you're going to say? Look, kid, I had a dream once too, but. So how are you going to finish the sentence with your but? But. I had a dream too once, kid, but I was afraid to pursue it. There was something you could have said to your kid when he or she said, I have a dream. You could have said, looked the kid in the face and said, go for it, kid. Just like I did.